good morning to all participants here. Good morning. I hope you all are good indeed, beside of our KP. Okay. My name is Mio Muhammad Arafat bin Muhammad Syahiri. I am a senior librarian in Hamzah Sulut Library, and today we will talk a little bit about open access publication. Firstly, if you have any questions, you can just chat in the chat box. Okay. Please mute your speakers because usually we may have some problem with the noise sound from your system. But if you have any question, just give me any question regarding open access or in the chat section, or maybe after this, you can also email me at arafat@usm.my. Okay, before that, did everyone can hear me very clear this morning? Just type in the chattings if you have any problem with the audio or visual in our classes. Okay, thank you, Mr. Musa, Mr. Azan, Dr. Yahya, Madlan. Okay, we will continue to our open access publication. Usually my classes is just a short classes. It will take about 15 to 30 minutes, but bear with me if I have any new information regarding open access publication. Okay, just jump for it, okay? So what is open access publication? But how? How did we acquire this technology? First, it's all about advance of the technology that we have nowadays. As you can see, we have computers to compute our works in our daily life. And then we have an internet that's reconnect all our users all around the world. And then the most important is we have the digitization process. With digitization process, as you can see, all our documents can be digitized. We can store them in cloud or in your in electronic versions. Then everyone you can share your document or anything that you are producing right now to all over the world. I think this is the time that usually all the digitization in the world is shared around the world. It's just a simple technology that I will explain to you that will enable the open access application around the world. Okay, it's about the computer that we use. It's about the internet that we use, and also the process of digitization around us today. Okay, and this is the open access scenario in Malaysia. As you can see, the Minister of Education Malaysia does not provide any particular provision of public university to apply open access policy. Okay, but if you know, we have our own Malaysian Citation Center that's regulating and indexing the visibility of Malaysian best search journals. You can also go to, there will be a website for that, My Site and My Journal. You can Google that for sure, okay? And also, all the public libraries from Malaysia, usually they have their own repository website. All the libraries, we call it libraries in Malaysia, usually university libraries, we have a association, we call it Perpun, and then Aunilo is about it's just a bunch of librarians that gathers to make resources for you. For example, there will be a list of IR index that you can search here in Perpun and Aunilo, and all this information I will explain to you after this or after we have go to the subjects. Okay. Now, this is the Dasar and Etika Pendidikan in Universiti Sains Malaysia. You can use it but I want to know what you read about the last point, the 3.2.8. Usually, USM, you can use the open access to publish your any material, your journal, especially or your article. So USM, we would like you to publish on any open access platform, but you can use the open access if it did not damage your quality of your article. Okay, it's just a dasar and etika pendidikan here in Universiti Sains Malaysia. Okay, now open access publication. Usually there will be three types of open access publication. Okay, so what we differentiate of each of these open access publication, usually I will ask you who pay for the publication of the article that you want. For example, there will be three sides of this publication: the author who write the article, the publisher who get the article from the author, and then the user, us, that we use the publication or the article in our research. Okay, for example, there will be a version of public access publication that the author will pay the fees to the publisher, and then the user just use the information from the publisher for free. Okay, there also where author did not pay anything at all. They just deposit their article into the publisher, and then user must pay for the article it want. And also there will be some sort of access. Then author did not pay the anything, publisher did not pay anything, and the user did not pay anything. We get all free of access. Okay, I hope you're clear about that. It's just I just want to explain to you about the role of author, publisher, and user, and who pay for the publisher, who pay for the article, indicate what type of the open access publication. Okay. Now, as I told you before, there will be a three type of open access publishing. Okay, green in the center, gold, this is the gold route, and then the hybrid journal, the hybrid route. Okay, as I told you before, for green open access in the center, okay, author did not pay anything. Okay, they are deposited in any repository. Okay, the repository website. I will show you an example of repository site after this. Okay, so we talk about the green route. As I told you before, author did not pay anything. It submit the article to any repository, and then it archive from the repository, and then the user can use it immediately. It's open access. Okay, but it's all depending on the publisher policy. Okay, for example, here in USM, we have our own repository, eprints.usm.my. For thesis, we only allow 25 pages of the first page in the thesis. Okay, but we also have a lot of other materials. Okay, so another route is the Go route. Okay, the Go route, usually the publisher, the author, you must pay an article processing fee or charges. We call it APC or APF. And then you pay, author pay to the publisher, and then the publisher will publish on their website, and then user can view your article anywhere in the world if you have the internet connection. Okay, So there will be a difference on green and gold. But there will be a third way on open access publishing. We call it hybrid journal. Okay. Now, usually the hybrid journal, you must subscribe to the publisher website. For example, an author. Okay, I am an author. I deposit my article in some sort of publication website, and then in order for the user to retrieve my information, to get my article, or I want to put it on open access publisher, a user must pay for article that they want. Usually, this is a very traditional way to spreading all your researches. For example, users may be independent users like us, or maybe institution users, for example, government bodies, universities. For example, our universities, we are subscribed to certain databases, for example, ScienceDirect, Emerald, etc. Okay, if an author publish it to the Emerald, for example, Emerald database, so user or any institution that subscribe Emerald, for example, USM, UQM, UPM, UIA, or Oxford University, or any university around the world, they can access my article because I have deposited it to the Emerald website, and then lots of the user, example, universities have subscribed to Emerald website. Okay. Now, I hope you're clear about three types of access publication. Okay. So I told you before, why did I explain this? Because each of these countries will be determine what type of the access publication that I just told you before. Okay. Next, usually users will ask me how much is the APC or F, we call it, the article processing fee or article processing charges. Okay, my universal answer will be it will depend on the publisher itself. Okay, so this is just a simple way on how to know the charges for the APC or APF. Okay. For your information, it's not all free. If you want your article to be published in open access, okay, usually they are in hybrid or gold rule. You must pay it for it. You must pay if you want to have your article published in the open access. Okay. Usually, a lot of authors will want to publish in open access publisher because when you go to the open access route, usually your viewers will be broadened around the world. Okay, and then you can usually use. I will tell you later. A website that you can determine what is the quartile of the website, and then you want to search regarding within your subject or etc. Okay. But for now, we will talk about the APC or the APF, the article processing fee or article processing charges. Okay. Usually, I will go to a DOAJ website. Okay, we will go to the DOAJ website. I will search about, for example, I want to publish. Before that, usually when you want to search any open access article, usually you go to the JCR website. For example, you just go to our library website, and then we go to resources, and then go to databases. This is a list of index, okay, of uh, journal citation report, okay. So it will be different from the DOAJ. DOAJ is a directory of open access journal. It's just a directory, okay. Okay. This is DOAJ that I just tell you. It's a directory of open access journal. It's just a directory. So for JCR, it's a journal citation report. Okay, usually it's just a rank to open access database or any article. For example, you want to browse by journal, okay, and then for the quartile, I want only quartile 1 and quartile 2 journal, okay, and then open access. You just submit. There will be a list, okay, a list of there will be a list of journal title that are listed by rank of impact factor, okay. Correct me if wrong. If you have any question, just type in the chat box, okay. For example, I want to publish my paper in for example, living review of solar physics. I'm very sorry, okay. So firstly, usually I will check the rank of this. They maintain quartile 1 from 2011 to 2018. It's a very good one. For usually, here in JCR, usually you do not know. So it happened open access for 2004. So I want to know, is this journal have APC charges? So I just copy the title of the journal, okay, and then go to the DOAJ, okay. Just untick the article and then just search living reviews in solar physics, okay. Okay, then we find it. Just click in here. So for this particular databases, it have no processing fees or charges, okay. Okay, I try to off my videos. So as I told you before, for living review in solar physics journal, it have no particular APC. Okay, we will try to search another database, okay. Only quartile 1. Submit. Just go to JCR, okay. Okay, we'll go to, for example, living review relativity. No, we just go to DOAJ, okay. We just do a simple search, okay. Go to the advanced search. Only journal. Click here for only journal, okay. And then it have APCs, for example, 10. Okay. As you can look for here, we can sort it out using whatever publisher I want to publish my my article. For example, this one from Taylor Influencers Group. Okay, and then you can also filter any of these if you prefer. But for example, I want to publish my open access article here in a Taylor and Prentice group, okay, of the International Society of Digital Earth. Is about geography and anthropology. Okay, usually they will state here the APC will be 1,000 USD, I think, per article. Okay, so if you want to publish an open access database, and then it has found the name of the for example, Big Earth Data here in from DOAJ, and then usually they will in DOAJ they will tell you how much you have to pay to make your article open access. Okay, but there will be another ways also. Usually, if you don't want to use the DOAJ, you can also go to, as I told you before, to JCR. Wait, yeah, this is the JCR, General Citation Report. Usually, this is this rank of open access databases that you can search here in the internet. Okay, usually you go to Browse by Journal. Here you can see all the information that you want to change if you want to sort the journal that you want to search. Okay. Okay. You can also use the JCR that I just told you before, and then you can type in journal that you like if you want to publish, and then you can also search the keyword of the journal name and search in their website. Usually, every journal have their own APC or APF charges, okay? And then usually on their website, they will tell you about the fees, the APC, the APF, or just search any keywords for that, okay? And then after you have know the charges that they charge if you want to publish your paper, then you can proceed to publish your paper there in the journal. Okay. Okay. As I told you before, this was the list of websites that I use to explore the information about open access publication. As I told you before, there will be a listing of open access article. There will be a website that usually for rank of the open access article and others. Okay. Usually, the first one is a very popular website of Web of Science. You can use the Web of Science website to list an open access article based on topic. You can narrow down the article based on the topic that you want. Okay, you can use the Web of Science, or you can go to the Journal Citation Report that I just showed you before. Go to our website in library, lib.psm.my, and then go to the databases and search for JCR, Journal Citation Report. Usually for JCR, it's used for rank of open access journal based on subject. Okay. Then there also will be a listing from another web services. Now it's from Scopus. Okay. Scopus. It also have a listing of open access article based on the topics. Okay. And then there will be another website that will list the rank of open access journal based on the subject. I'm sorry. Okay, it's called Schimago journals, and it will be also a country rank among it. Okay, and then as I told you before, there will be a website named DOAJ. You can Google for it. Okay, it's just a listing of accredited open access articles or journal that have a APC or APF. Okay, article processing charges or article processing fee. Okay, and then there will be another listing registered of open access journal publisher that we call OASPA. Okay. Now, after this, I will explain you. You can use the OASPA and DOAJ to verify any of the journal or databases. Okay. And then there will be also DOAB, just a website for a listing of accredited open access books. And also, you can use Google Scholar if you want to search any multi-contents indexes. Okay. And then if you want to go for the international repository indexes, you can go to co.ac.uk. Usually it's just an index of IR around the world. But if you want to know our Malaysian-based journal article, you want to know the rank, you can also go to my site. Okay, it's just our local website that will rank the journal article, and then you can also go to your own institutional repository. Okay, for example, in our cases, there will be in our website, library website, in epins.usf.my. Okay, now I will explain a little bit about my site. Okay, my site. You just go to your web browser. And just type my site. Okay, this is my site, right? Oh, did you have any problem? I just tested the website yesterday. It's working, and now it's not working. Never mind. We go to our IR. This is our IR repository. Okay, it is in epins.usf.my. Here also you can deposit, browse, and we have lots of material here. But before that, I want to show you about my site. Right? The website is not working. Never mind. Okay. Go back to our PowerPoint. Okay. As I told you before, my site is just a rank of Malaysian-based journal articles. Okay. Similarly to the JCR and the Shimago journal, but it's only narrowed down for Malaysian. Unfortunately, we cannot access the website. Okay. Now, this is a simple diagram about the role of IR in our university. Okay. So, as you can see, the top tier of our information usually from the web services. For example, science, focus. Okay. Can go there and then you can search any material you want. Okay, and then usually the second will be the citation index journal, the non-citation index journal, the conference, the proceeding, and ebook. Usually they are hosted by the ebooks, Science Direct, and others. And then I know that this is all a very popular platform for you to search any article or journal. Okay. And then the third tier will be anything that you can search in the Google Scholar, Microsoft Academic Search, Site, SearX, GET, cited, and others. Okay. Now, it's just a simple, but now I will tell you about our institutional repository. Okay. As I told you before about this website. Okay. Eprints.usm.my. Okay. What is it? It's our own repository in here in USM here in USM. Okay, but usually every other's education have their own website. For example, UPM have their own, USM have their own, UM have their own. So, what is it in what type of material that we gather and then put it here? For example, in ePrint's website, we can search any open access journal, conference proceeding, and e-books. Okay, and then there will be a lot of different publication here. Okay, you can go there. For example, browse by type. There will be an article here, book section, monograph, conference or working item, books, thesis, show, image, video, teaching resources, usually past year questions and others. Okay, you can go to our website eprints.usm.my. Okay, so it's just a website that you can use. Okay, if you have any material that you want, and then you can deposit here in our repository. Then this is, for example, it's just you can also browse by the name of the expert. For example, this is from Dr. Masrur Jaafar from Housing, Building and Planning. So you can browse all his article based on year of the publication. Okay. So usually everyone want to know, how do I submit to repository at USM? As I told you before, if you have any publication that you want to publish in our repository, for example, article, you have a book section, you have anything about conference or item that you want to share, you can share it here. This is a free. As I told you before, this is a green root of the open access. You do not pay anything to us. We just upload your information, any type of information that regulated by our library, and then we will upload here in our library website. It's not our library website, it's just a university website. It's just, we call it a repository of USM research and publication. Okay, so how do you want to know how do you deposit to this website? Okay, so firstly go to the eprint.usm.my. Okay, I will show you. Go to the eprints.usm.my. Okay, if you don't know, you can go to our library website www.lib.usm.my. Okay, and then usually on the center of the website there will be 3 tabs: the OPAC, the discovery, and the repository. Usually the repository is for the eprints. You can just search and then it will go back to the eprints.usm.my. But you can also memorize the URL. It's just eprint.usm.my, and then you can also type in Google eprints, just eprints, just press enter. Usually will be the second tier of the indexed keywords for ePrint here in Google. Here. Okay. As I told you before, how do I deposit my materials here in the repository at USM? Okay. So go to about, then you can read all this about regarding about open access repository, and you can also read about the copyright information. This is very, very important. Okay, as I told you before, every publisher, for example, this is our terms and copyright information. So just read it. So, for example, I'm agreed. So I want to deposit my material here in this repository of the WSM. You just click here. If for submission via online, just click here. There will be a list of publication. For example, if you want to publish an article, quick article, conference paper, just click here, and then there will be a lot more. Okay. But if you have any question regarding anything about ePrints, you can just email to eprints.usm@usm.my, and then they will tell you if you have any question, they will gladly reply for you. Okay? Okay, and then you clear about how to submit a repository at USM. So, why do I explain more about ePrints at .usm.my? Because I just told you before, not all authors has the money that they have or run to pay the APC or APS fee to publish any of their material in open access platform. Okay, but you can determine which platform you want. For example, for me, I have some monies, and then I'm going to publish my article only for quartile 1 ranking that I just searched before using GCR, and then I can pay, for example, $1,000 US for the APC fees, then go to that group. Okay, but if you have no funding, and then you have no problem with other site that you have deposit your article, you can freely deposit any of your article here in ePrints.usm.my. Okay, on how to do it, I just told you before. Okay, go to ePrints.usm.my, go to click about, click for submission online. And if you have any question regarding this particular website on our own repository, just go to ePrints.usm.my. For me, if you want to check for your visibility on how much someone has cited your paper, so you want to meet your regulation in our university. Okay, for example, much published in the quartile 1 database of journal. Firstly, go to the open access. There will be some charges, and then, but if you are lucky, some journal do not charge any APCs, some charge, but you can also use our own repository like ePrints, and then deposit your article. Okay. Now, before you are searching for any publisher around the world, there will be a lot of publishers around the world. But usually, you will receive an email from a publisher that you don't know. That usually it will invite you to submit an article or a conference paper. Did you have any email regarding that? I sure do have a lot of this email, including that you have won $8 million in jackpot on money, and then you have to re-email that. Okay, it's just bullshit in the website. But I just want to explain to you about the predatory publishing. Okay, usually before you determine where do you want to submit your article or conference paper, just ask yourself, is this journal publisher legit? Okay. Usually, if the journal is not listed in the website that I just told you before, for example, DOAJ or OASPA, usually it's just a predatory publisher. Okay? I call it predatory publisher because the publisher only want to make money, not just for anything else. But as you know, all publishers make a lot of money. But for me, as a good person, usually we only publish in a legit journal publisher. Okay, so beware of the predatory publisher. Go to the website that I just told you before. There will be a link. You can search for this for my PowerPoint. Go to the OAJ, go to JCR, go to OSPA, and then search the journal publisher. You can find it. Usually, it's a legit publisher. Okay, but if you are finding that the journal publisher is some sort of legit, you can also go to the website of the journal. Okay, but if you are going to the website of the journal publisher, and then usually you can tell is it legit or not. Usually, it's appear that every journal publisher will be affiliated with any universal scholarly society or any commercial publisher. For example, a physics-based subject may be affiliated with the physics organization in that particular country. For example, Physics Association of Malaysia, Physics Association of Indonesia, etc. And also, you can browse their website and then you can see, is it professional enough? Or is it the website have an ISSN or DOI for all of their article? Okay? So it's just a way how to know the publisher is legit or not. It's just a simple way. By using all these links that I've just told you before, Web of Science, Journal Citation Reports, Scopus, SCIMAGO, DOAJ, OASPA, and DOAB, you can also search any web services regarding open access that you want to publish, and then, but also, if you have stumbled upon any predatory publisher, you can verify is it legit or not. Okay? If you have any question, you just ask me in the chat area. So that's all. It's not a very long session. Before I leave this webinar, this is our library website, lib.usn.my. But the most important thing is regarding these classes that tell you about open access. We have a lot more than this one. For example, if you want to enter any online courses that we have, you just go to our website, usually in lib.usm.my. lib.usm.my. We have a lot more classes. Okay. Then go to here, business support. From here, there will be a lot more classes, not just about my classes, there will be other classes, okay? You can check here. And then you can also check our YouTube channel, okay? I think this is a very interesting channel. We have a lot of video regarding our YouTube channel in our library website. I think hundreds of videos. You just go to any just Google USM Library, USM Library the TV, or go to our website. There will be a YouTube channel here. Just click, it will be here, and then we have a lot of videos here. Okay, you can learn about webinar. This is a bit easy. You can learn about reference and citation. You can learn about research profile, Mendeley, Google Scholar, with data management, and lots more. It's all free. Okay, you can subscribe to the YouTube channel. But before that, last but not least, we also have our own Facebook and Instagram page, pages at USM. You can search it for more information regarding the new classes that we have for you to attend, or any information regarding our library services. Okay, usually we use these two platforms, Facebook and Instagram. Okay, I think that's all for today. I hope you have pleasant classes on today webinar. Do you have any questions? You can ask me directly, or you're feeling very shy, you just email me at arafat@usm.ny, and then I will reply back to you any questions regarding open access or anything question regarding library services. Okay. As I told you before, Encik Musa also give the information in the chat session. We also have our Telegram channel. If you have any information regarding research support training and new classes, just go to the link that Mr. Musa have give you. So that's all for today. Thank you very much for you webinar. Before that, there will be a feedback form. Wait, Okay. In the chat session, there will be a feedback form for this webinar. Okay. You just click for the webinar feedback, and then you just rate me. Is it I'm worse or I'm good? Okay. It's up to you. So that's all for today webinar. Thank you for all that participated in this morning webinar. I think we have a lot of it. I will thank you for everyone that appear in this morning webinar. Okay. Thank you very much. Selamat Hari Raya for who will celebrate it. Have a productive day today, and Assalamualaikum. Goodbye.